Hey guys, subscribe for daily content. And if you're shopping for gear, make sure you check out the description for the newest items at some of the very best online retailers. There's also links for some of the items that I personally recommend. Thanks!
What's going on YouTube? Metal Complex here, and today I've got a really cool unboxing to share with you guys. Just an unboxing, not a review today. This is actually the second time I've had to record this because I nicked myself with this the first time. It's crazy sharp. Admittedly, I've already opened this up. This came in on a day where I had finished recording for the week, and it was going to be the weekend. I thought I'm not going to wait until Monday to open that up. I want to carry it, so I have. But my time now, it's Monday. You guys are probably watching this on a weekend, depends on when I scheduled it, but I've actually been carrying this knife, and it is very rare that I will EDC a $900 pocket knife, but this just screams user. Admittedly, I planned to safe queen this because it is a Hawk, but I just love this knife. I love how it carries, so I've been carrying it. I love it. If you're waiting on yours, you're going to love it. If you've already got yours, you are likely flipping it right now while you're watching this video. But these were available for pre-order a while ago, and the final invoices got sent out, so many of us now have them. I just want to share my initial thoughts with you guys. Thanks so much to my patrons for supporting me. And thanks to Hawk Knives for sending this in. So what do we, not sending it in, for creating it so that I could buy it. What do we have here? We have the production Hawk Talon. So cool. It does come with the tool and the card and some of the nice, I mean, honestly, the pouches that these Hawk knives come in are super nice. Not that I really care too much of the packaging, but just want to point that out. Yes, it is the Hawk Talon. It does sound a lot like Hawk Tua. I realize that that joke is very, very important to some of you, and there's no stopping it in the comments. That's fine. You know, I get it. That joke is there for you when you've eaten your last Tide Pod. You know, when you can't play your 16th hour of Roblox for the day, and when you've microwaved your last phone, that joke will always be there for you. But anyways, this has the toggle detent, which is so cool. Sorry, quick edit there. It's the Hawk Lock with the toggle detent. You can get a good look at part of the operation by taking a look at the Rook that I showcased, which had Ultim scales that were transparent. So you can actually see how that operates. We can't see it now, but it's really, really cool, and it creates for one of the most satisfying releases. That toggle detent, you can see right here, click into place. Very metallic, like metal objects in a pile, and tossing another metal object on that pile. It kind of has that ting to it. Really, really satisfying. Releasing it is unbelievable. I mean, like, it's just so stupidly, impossibly smooth. You pull this back, and it just sort of swings right there. Awesome. But the lockup, I'm catching myself over and over and over again. That time wasn't quite bad enough to draw blood. Jeez, this thing is so stupidly sharp. And it's actually, despite my inability to operate this knife without hurting myself, it's actually really, really easy to use. And you can actually use these thumb studs to deploy it, both in terms of a reverse flick or just, you know, kicking out. But they're basically closed and open position stops that have been textured so that you can use them that way. But I just use the flipper tab because it's super easy to use. The knife is also unbelievably comfortable. It's so comfortable. I like that there's jimping here. I wish that they had done something out here on the back of the blade, but that's okay. We have a hyper aggressive hollow grind, a very, very aggressive hollow grind on this. And I believe, you know, gosh, I feel stupid saying this, but I think it's Magna Cut at 6364. It might actually be 20 CV. That's super duper high HRC. At this price point, you might be thinking, how do you not know if you buy that? At this price point, I am much more concerned with the knife itself, whether or not it's M390 or Magna Cut or 20 CV, right? I mean, a lot of that stuff, it's like the interchangeable premium, you know, steel, right? Whatever. They'll both work for me, so I'm okay. I'm sure it'll say on the website. But this knife is so sharp. It is insane. It hasn't had much of a workout yet, even though I've been carrying it for the weekend. It hasn't really had much of a workout, and it probably will never, you know, be a knife that gets like pounded into the dirt. It'll be a knife that gets used the same way that I use any of my other pocket knives, just as a casual pocket knife, right? But I just really, really love the build quality. And you know, if you're new and you're wondering why would that cost so much money, well, number one, you know, if we just break it down to materials first, we are looking at some really nice Black Dunes carbon fiber on top of titanium, and then we have the premium blade. But on top of that, you're looking at 100% USA manufacturing. This is not, you know, Spyderco, Kershaw, like massive company, mass producing. No, it's a very, very small operation, and each one of these is individually assembled and tuned. You also have a proprietary locking system and everything that you would need to define it as a custom USA knife. So these are insanely costly to produce. It's far more expensive than when Benchmade slaps two pieces of titanium together and, you know, throws a 20 CV blade on it. It is not the same at all. So while it's not made for everybody, he definitely knew exactly who he was making it for, because he sold everything that he could possibly make, you know, which is typically the case with hawk knives. Personally, I like hawk knives not because they're built well and they're super interesting, not just because they're built well and super interesting and made in the United States, but I also like them because they tend to hold their value or increase in value over time. Not that I ever sell anything, but it's a lot easier for me to spend my money on something like this when I know that if a day came where I would need to get rid of it, I can easily sell it for what I paid for, you know? So that's always nice. Not something I've ever really had to do, especially while I've been running this channel. But it is nice to know. The lockup is completely and totally solid. And man, like I said, it is so comfortable. These edges, the bevels, how they line up, even without it being contoured, everything is so beautifully knocked down that there's just not a single area on the knife that is uncomfortable. Furthermore, I love these pocket clips. They, are so perfect, and it makes it so easy to get in and out of the pocket. It pinches until you decide to make it not pinchy, right? So you get to control whether or not the pocket clip is, you know, doing its job while the knife is in your pocket, or if it's time to release it and get it out. Sorry, kind of bungled that there. But when it's time to pull the knife out, you can simply lift the pocket clip up so there's no friction whatsoever. I mean, it really is such an amazing design. This knife also manages to feel very heavy duty without being massive and cumbersome in size. It really is such an awesome combination. And it's got that cool, like, tactical look without being too intense. Like, it still has a pretty all-business aesthetic to it. Personally, I do not mind the Hawk logo right there because I know what it is. I have a little bit of brand pride, I think, going on here with the Hawk, you know, the Hawkness. All that's going to do is inspire more Hawk-Tua jokes. But, yeah, I kind of like that. You know, it's like the Chevy bow tie versus I don't know. I mean, no matter who I bring, the Lamborghini badge. You know, like one is kind of like a little more like show offy. You know, and not. I mean, I guess that sounds very pretentious, but I don't mind this being milled into the blade, or I'm sorry, milled into the scales versus like let's say it's Kershaw and they have a Kershaw milled into the carbon fiber. You know what I mean? Like. I'm happy that this is here. I think it looks cool, even if it's just for me, right? So awesome, awesome stuff. Love this area right here. It looks like it wouldn't be comfortable, but it definitely is. I also love that the close position stops have their own notches. Usually when the stops are in the closed position, like that, I'm sorry, when the external stops are also external in the closed position, they just rest right on the frame. Like it just doesn't look, it looks exactly the same as the surrounding titanium. And that leaves usually a very visible mark. But when it's notched out like that, they have their own little place, and it just doesn't do that, right? Because you have all of that sort of curved surrounding material. Same with the open position, right? Little tiny marks, I guess, but that's fine. I just think it's nice, and they also did it in a way that it doesn't bother you because the area that you're resting your finger on is raised above that. So very, very cool. I'm just super happy with this. I have no regrets spending the money on it. I think it's awesome. A lot of people who bought this have purchased Hawk knives in the past, and you kind of know what to expect. Overall length of this guy is just shy of 8 inches, 7.85 inches. Blade length is 3.5 inches. Cutting edge is about 3.25. And your weight, just one moment here. The weight on this bad boy is coming in at 4.4 ounces. Very, very cool. Well, if you want to check out my full review of this knife, you can, but A lot of what I said here is kind of the same thing that I said in the review. You know, it's just kind of shortened up, but very cool. Let me know what you think. Those of you who picked this knife up, tell me what version you got. I'd be interested to know. Please make sure to follow me on Instagram at metal_complex. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like. If you'd like to check out my other content, I do, of course, have lots of videos of knives that are either expensive or inexpensive that I do or don't like, so check those out. If you enjoy all my content, go ahead and click on the Metal Complex logo right there and subscribe, because there's definitely more coming. Thanks again for watching, everybody, and have a great day.